Hello everybody, my name is Nick and this is LODE TV. As always, if this is your first time joining us, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, as well as check out LODE.1 to learn more about how LODE is putting idle silver to work. And if you're already a member, welcome back. Now for today's interview, I have the author of Cryptocurrency Investing for Dummies and the founder of Invest Eva, Kiana Danial. Kiana, thank you for joining us.
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you doing?
I think a great place to start would be to give the audience a little bit of context about your background, which I believe started in Forex before escalating to cryptocurrencies. Give us a view.
I started out not in a financial industry at all. I started out as an engineer in Japan. That is what I studied, and I didn't know anything about finance or investing or trading whatsoever. During the 2008 market crash, I completely randomly made a bet that the US dollar is going to go down versus the Japanese yen. And someone helped me to make that bet into a trade with a ton of margin that made me $10,000. That got me super excited about the whole trading system. I decided to come to Wall Street. I learned more about investing, about Forex, and eventually I became a financial planner. I started investing in stocks. And I did learn about cryptocurrency pretty early on in 2011, but the whole time I thought it's a scam. And I did not actually do anything with it. My friends kept telling me to buy Bitcoin. I was like, nope, I'm not going to do it. It's too risky. It wasn't until 2016 that a company in the UK asked me to do research and analysis for them about blockchain and cryptocurrency. And that is when I started educating myself. And that is when I was blown away by the possibilities, how this industry can really help rejuvenate the financial system that is really not working anymore. So that is how I got into crypto.
That's quite the contrast to go from believing that cryptocurrencies are a scam, a process I'm sure many of us have gone through, to becoming an advocate. Now you say that cryptocurrencies are the future. And why is it that you believe this?
Well, the matter of the fact is that we are moving towards a peer-to-peer decentralized system in this world. People are becoming more social. Everybody's connected via the internet. There is no denying that everything is becoming the Internet of Things. And there is no denying that people are fed up with centralized monopolies just having all the power and not people not being in charge of their money and having to always paying that middleman. So for me, that is what really excites me about cryptocurrency, not having that middleman, like that centralized monopoly of middleman, and having money accessible to everybody around the world. And this might be a little bit more difficult for people in first world countries like the US. But personally, I'm actually from Iran. And to me, growing up, I was born right after the Iranian Revolution, when the new Iranian regime took over everything of the rich people. My dad was one of them. So I grew up in poverty because the new Iranian regime completely froze my dad's bank accounts and all his assets. But if he had even a fraction of his assets in crypto, this would not have happened, because, crypto is permissionless if it's actually set up properly and in the true decentralized manner. So that is a personal reason why I think cryptocurrency is the future, and I'm passionate about it.
Wow, that is a powerful story, and I'm grateful that you were willing to share that with us. I'm sure many of our viewers can empathize with your experience, although perhaps maybe not to the same extremes. Now, switching gears, let's talk about your book. What's the inspiration here? Did you feel that there was a void in the cryptocurrency market for beginners?
Yes. So I started in crypto 2016, just beginning of the bubble. And people started asking me questions like, well, I'm just looking into it. I didn't actually buy, but a lot of people, a lot of my own students even started buying Bitcoin and crypto, and like they just got sucked into the bubble. And many of them bought at the absolute top without even knowing what's happening, really, it was just absolutely crazy. And a lot of them lost a ton of money when the bubble burst. So in 2018, I actually had just given birth to my first child, and I was planning to take maternity leave, but these questions kept popping, and I saw all these people who've been sitting on their losses and like, what do we do now? What's happening? So I was like, okay, I know there's another bullish movement going to come, and I want this time around people to have a handbook they can go to before actually investing. So that's why I wrote It's Cryptocurrency Investing for Dummies. And I think it's just perfect for a lot of people, including, I mean, I was one of them. I didn't know anything about it. And I can only wish I had Cryptocurrency Investing for Dummies back in 2011. So that is the reason why I wrote the book.
Switching gears again, you're also very involved in assisting women in the world of finance and investing. What was your inspiration for founding Invest Eva?
All right, so that is, that's my passion. I mean, I love crypto, but the passion, the end goal here is to help people become financially free, which is, I mean, I think crypto kind of plays a role in it. But I started Invest Eva after, after I made that $10,000 in Japan. I really wanted to start investing, but had no idea where to begin, what to do, where to start. And I didn't have any guidance. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave it to the pro. I'm going to go to a money manager and help him just handle everything. And before I knew it, I was getting charged by all these hidden commission fees. And then I found out that I cannot even take out that money before the 25-year thing. I thought they told me I can, then I realized that, then I found out that I can't. And if I wanted to take it out, I would get like a 75% penalty, which is ridiculous. I was like, oh my God, this is insane. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm going to go to Wall Street, see what's up. And then I realized managed funds actually underperform the markets by like 86%. And it's just like, what? I can just do it myself without having to pay the commission fees, without having to lock up my money and then even outperform the market. So I was like, this is it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it on my own. And that is when I also realized how women are super intimidated by the whole thing. I was one of them, of course. And I was like, this is horrible. And I set out, I went solo. And along the way, I started to help out my fellow ladies and men who were intimidated and were fed up with the financial system. And so that's the reason why I started Invest Eva. That's the reason why I'm still here after 7 years. And I'm actually more passionate about this than ever. We have completely revamped our website just so that we can help busy moms now that I'm a mom. So we're targeting a little bit more different demographic than we were helping before. And it's just super exciting.
I think it's really important what you're doing in terms of driving adoption for cryptocurrencies. If you take a look at the demographics back in 2017, the cryptocurrency market was over 90% male. So I think what you're doing and the demographic you're bringing to the table is fantastic, because cryptocurrencies really can be intimidating for beginners.
Right, so this is actually one of the questions that I get a lot, and there's a lot of debate going on. I don't have an concrete answer for you, but I do know that, for example, when I'm trying to explain Bitcoin to my dad, he doesn't get it. He's like, okay, this is not backed by anything that I know that I'm familiar with. Like, what is it? I'm like, well, it's very hard to explain. And while I actually do believe in Bitcoin, and I think that it does have the power, but at the same time, Bitcoin would not be able to exist if people don't understand it and if people don't use it. So I do think, and the Bitcoin volatility is, of course, one of the major things that prevents people from actually using it and buy stuff with it, which is the ultimate goal of cryptocurrency. While investing is cool, but you actually want to use it. So I do think that stable coins and the coins that are attempting to be backed by something that is tangible to people to shift from credit cards to crypto, I think is essential, because people need something that they can relate to. And Bitcoin and a lot of other cryptocurrencies are unfortunately not as relatable unless you really dive in and find out about it. So I think it's a perfect bridge to have some sort of a stable coin or something that is backed by something that is tangible for majority of the planet to get started in it and start using it.
All right, thank you again, Kiana, and take care. That's all we have for today's interview with Kiana Danial, author of Cryptocurrency Investing for Dummies and founder of Invest Eva. As always, if this is your first time joining us, please go ahead and subscribe to our channel, as well as check out LODE.1 to learn more about how LODE is putting idle silver to work. That's all for today, guys, and take care.